Let's do
Three,
this.
two. Welcome to another exciting episode of Master or Not, where our wonderful heroes, Wilda, Low Water Being,
I guess it's time to beat up some bullies again.
Transient, the Matter Manipulator,
Oh, we are absolutely gonna wreck them.
Vencer, the Super Cat,
This taco needs more salsa.
Jace, the Technomancer,
Presently, it is Jules, and as I was saying, Mr. Thrussell, pay no heed to the screaming from down the street. That is just what we would call in the business just desserts.
Dahlia, the Living Dead Girl,
Wow, road trip with my dad. This is gonna kick ass.
and Jules, the Gadgeteer.
Didn't we already cover me? What's going on here?
I'm covering you twice because you have split personality son of a gun. I want you to remember this.
I know, but I'm currently one character. You have to remember which character I am, Dave.
Right. You're currently Jules.
In the
So
spirit of
where we last left off, there is a wonderful sound as Mario is sent flying through the air in a frozen, compacted, and gimped out suit kind of manner. Whoa! I'll be back. The young daughter, the daughter of the Swelter family looks over to you, a bit shaken but but smiling. Thank you again for the assistance. Was I kept forgetting to invite the rest of my family, and they always said never go anywhere without somebody. You don't never realize how important the buddy system is until you need it.
Well, this part of town's been getting worse and worse.
It hasn't. I sort of live in the southwestern part of town. Don't really visit the north side that much. Only when we are supposed to come here and look at, make sure our water towers are all right. As she looks over at the empty space where the tower previously was, before the day was taken by Boomhilda, Sands, and Stringent.
Well, a new one's coming. So hopefully your family can hire a security company.
I hope so too. Sadly, everyone keeps freaking out. The route that everyone that Dad has mapped out to be the shortest route keeps getting attacked, and every time we try to reroute, it seems like whoever attacked us previously already has a no. It'd be nice to have someone who has better logistics skills to be able to navigate this.
Yeah, we understand.
But if you guys show up over there, maybe you can find out whatever's attacking our truck. I'm pretty sure my dad can put in a good word to help some way. She looks down. I could really use some friends too.
Let's see.
There,
But the mask shows my facial features, so there's a blush.
I believe it. So, I believe your mask does. I believe it does change with the colors, right?
Yep.
Transient. That's how you made it.
Indeed. Yeah, that's how I made it.
As my players discuss quietly in the general chat,
Oh,
how
like we
easy
always
it
do.
is how easy it is to take over my personal companies. Paper thin and cardboard cutout. Yes, of course. Please fill them in with pretty colors and glitter and destruction. She looks over towards you. Are you currently in your water form?
No, I wasn't gonna use water or ice in this, but apparently I used ice.
She was crying. They were standing over bullying. It did get you riled up and angry. I do recall your anger being a stronger source for your ice powers, right?
I can't activate my ice powers without anger, without absolutely losing my shit.
So to hammer home, like she does brush off the boot covered and the boot covered dress that she is in, the bruises around her shoulders, definitely looking like they could be in need of healing. If you guys do head over and if you guys do help with the truck, just make sure to drop my name and hopefully they won't give you too much of a hassle. I'm Henrietta. Henrietta Swelzer. It's good to meet you all.
It's nice to meet you too.
I'm sorry. Uh, does anyone know where the nearest bus stop is?
Taking the yeah, it's over there as I point to where the bus stop is.
She nods, does a bit of a shuffle as she somewhat starts limping over towards the bus stop bench to sit and wait.
I guess we go back to the others.
As we return to the others, the group is still in, I guess, full chatter as they discuss how they're going to head over towards um, Turnicoat Avenue in order to find the building in order to apply for the security team. Your Dahlia's dad is definitely going a bit extra as he is grabbing a couple of extra cases to already bring to showcase that they're going to be nice and set.
It looks like Edward's calling 911.
Edward, as you make your dial and the phone picks up, 911, what is your emergency?
Yeah, I got a bunch of assault and battery victims here. They need to be picked up.
All right, what's your location?
Proceeds to give the location of the old tower.
All right, would you mind staying on the line for us and answering a couple of questions as they do begin to start sending a couple, you hear in the background a couple of clattering as this is still like 2002. Another person behind them is already making mention of making calls over to the area given. Do you know how many people are injured and has there been any fatalities?
No injuries, no fatalities. They're all tied up and ready for you guys to pick up.
Noted. How many per se has already been? You said tied up.
Mayor, you never told us how many.
You had a good collective of 5 that you were able to ambush, beat down, and overpower within a few seconds, given your high skill and their stagnant lifestyle.
Yeah, I got 5 people that were harassing the former owner, or rather the owners of the water towers. Now, if you'll excuse me, they are ready for you all to pick up. Feel free to give her a call for identification if you really need it. Goodbye. And he proceeds to just hang up.
6 hours later, they pick them up.
Hey, they're not going anywhere.
No, they're not.
It's cold. It's like 60 degrees out here.
Really?
Hell.
See?
We're in the desert. It's probably closer to 80.
Well, I mean, 6 hours past. It's probably it would be pushing what? It'd be pushing like 3 to 4 o'clock. All right, yeah, fine. You got me.
Yeah.
3 to
No,
4
we
o'clock in the
definitely-
afternoon. Let's see here. We are in which month now? Give me a second.
What you have
October.
to worry about more
Or
than anything
September,
is
October.
heat stroke.
September, October in the desert, we're probably pushing 40 or 50. Heat doesn't exactly stick around in the desert.
No, it does not. It does leave quickly.
I don't know. I haven't been.
Giles. So as the group does get picked up, cops do actually show up within 30 minutes. What is the rest of the group doing exactly? Spencer, you have actually hit your full mark. Strange.
Strange.
Spencer never hits his full mark, though.
I'm a little confused on that, but you know what? I'm not going to question it. If God says I'm full, I'm full.
No, by all means, question it. This is a curious marker to start questioning. Question
Oh.
it.
Fine, I understand. Spencer is going to like look down at his stomach and punch it.
It feels hard. It feels unnaturally hard. There's some chuckling coming from the taco stand as the guy is giving off these immense and angry vibes while looking pleasant and happy. His emotions betray his stance as he seems to be eyeing you with a look of false goodness.
Really?
Oh,
You turned the taco guy into a villain? Really, GM?
this is why he was talking about that before session. Anyways, Spencer's gonna like. How much would it be to put 2 and 2 together for Spencer? He's got a 0 intelligence.
I've got a DC in mind. Go ahead and give me a roll.
You're making me roll. Okay. Let me see here. Do 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 do. All right, let me open up the sheet. All right, should be a +0. It's gonna be the base D20. That's a 15, boss man.
It's funny. Flour tortillas shouldn't taste this gritty. If anything, there's a lot of grit in the next taco. And when you had your 83rd set of Spencers go up to pay for another set of tacos, they were just outright dripping with cement.
Huh. Spencer's not gonna think anything of this and just like start. Here's the best part about this. He's a cat, and something's stuck in his belly that he doesn't like. So he's
You're
gonna
well,
he's gonna take the position and start hacking it up. And I'm assuming all the other Spencers start just tagging in. And do I need to roll to hack these things up, Dan?
No, but I do need a roll to see how much actually compounds upon him and how he reacts. 1 second.
What do you mean compounds upon who?
I mean, you're where all are you hacking these cat hairballs at?
It's not a hairball dam, but I am hacking it up specifically at. Hold on a second. Oh wait, that's right. He can literally digest anything in his current form. I think that's right. He just eats things and converts them into energy. I forgot about that. Scratch the hacking up, DM. So Spencer's gonna look at this guy, and he's just gonna go, because he's not having a great day, and because he's still a little down about other things today, he is going to stand up, and every single one of his clones is going to start walking back into him. And as they do, as the last clone walks in, he's just standing there, letting him watch as all these clones walk back in, going, bye, 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 I want more tacos. And then eventually, at the last possible man, as Spencer just kind of stands there, he's going to walk up to the truck. And is it like one of those where you can come in through the back, or is it like.
Yes.
Okay.
There's like 2 different entrances, one in the back and one that's technically on the side of the actual like hatch that's open up to you, where the guy whose face drops immediately instead of seeing a bunch of Spencers drop and die, just all reconform back to the main Spencer with no problems.
You know what I'm going to do, DM?
By all means.
I'm going to, at the top of my lungs. Okay, so DM, I'm going to look inside of this truck. Is there any actual food in there, or is it just cement?
No, there is actual food. There is a proper skillet area where there is a base of we'll call it taco meat, as it's so called labeled in Espanol across the side, but it's obviously not full of just regular taco meat, as a hoof of a deer can still be seen, and I do mean a deer. There's also a stray rat tail popping out from underneath it, and underneath there's several bags of flour. On the opposite side, hidden underneath the table that looks to be like hastily covered as you walk around, is what appears to be a mortar and cement mix in order to do repairs. As you see above him, not only a food truck but also a work service uh, permit. This man that you are encountering dabbles in 2 jobs, and while he thought he was gonna get a one up on you and make you suffer, he is slowly realizing that this is not your average customer.
So let me get this straight. He has a work permit for it, right?
Yes. He also has a work permit for the tacos.
Okay. So Spencer's gonna walk up there, and he's just gonna put a hand on his shoulder and go, "Are you okay?"
Ay, Dios mío, no. No, I'm not.
Spencer's just going to like gently guide him out of the truck to sit on the curb with him, and just talk to him for a little bit. Just like, what's going on?
Spencer, as you sit him down and get ready to talk to him, he gets ready to start muttering when, shouting from across the road, you hear Dahlia's dad and Mr. Follinger say hello to Tom Relic, who has officially made it over in person, to pick up the vehicle.
Hmm. Oh my god. What does he say specifically? Because I'm not leaving his side for a moment, and I know for a fact that I can. Oh my god! Anyway, sorry. I know for a fact that I can. I can catch up to them eventually.
One more time.
I know for a fact that I can catch up to them eventually. What is the guy saying about, like I asked him what's going on. I want to know.
You're not the first person to eat me out of house and home. Gringo. It was just the most furious one out of them all.
Hold on. He just called Spencer a gringo, and Spencer's fucking black.
Yes.
Gringo means foreigner.
Gringo is slang, my good friend. And it's not nice slang either.
Oh boy.
Well, then react as you will.
Spencer's
Not
just
that
gonna.
Spencer would realize this.
I don't think Spencer would
So
realize this. However,
straight from Wikipedia, gringo, Spanish, Portuguese, masculine, or gringa, feminine, is a term in Spanish and Portuguese for foreigner. In Spanish, the term usually refers to English-speaking Anglo-Americans. There are differences in meaning depending on region and country.
Congratulations, you got the wiki article. Unfortunately, that is usually not how it's used.
No,
Why?
that's why I was like, what?
I
Now, hold
understand
on.
what you're saying, but from the definition, the DM is correct.
Honestly, yeah, gringo is it's not like it's a slur so much as just like,
Well,
the same sort of tone people say, ugh,
now,
Americans,
you know what I'm gonna
after
do?
someone sets fire to a monument on 4th of July.
Well, I'm gonna do, DM, is I'm gonna look at this guy after he calls me that, and I'm probably going to, let's see here. Call high or low, because I gotta determine how he handles this.
I mean, if it helps, all I'll ask is for a will save.
Okay. Let me roll. Okay, he handles himself pretty well. So, how big is this guy? Is he like lean, or is he like, just well trimmed, or is he a big Mexican guy just making tacos?
He's actually pretty thin, pretty spry.
Okay. I would like to just go, okay. So, how many people did you feed before me?
I used to be able to feed a good street over in the industrial sector. Habanaville was my street, but then there's one family. So it starts with the father, and the mother, and then the kids. They
What
just
were their
kept
names?
eating.
What were their names?
The Richardsons. As we flicker back over to the group, who are now packing up the armored Humvee provided by Jules.
I'm packing in general. I didn't know we were going anywhere this morning.
Correct.
Well, if we
So,
don't have a short pack, we don't have it packed and ready, we won't be able to make a good impression to the security team, and who knows how soon they're going to go and go do their next truckload.
from the window with Wilda with the hat on. Well, if I had known that we were going, I would have been packed already.
Oh, GM, we know exactly when their next delivery is, thanks to Jules.
Yeah, you do.
Also, I'm probably gonna have to buy some warmer weather gear once we get up north.
You know, Daryl's gonna be like, well, you know, we can just go to the Walmart, get you some fine quality clothes for a sensible price.
I mean, I guess they don't have to last.
I could just make it.
Well, if you make it, it would be helpful. Des says as he rounds around the corner from uh from the entrance of your room. Wilda. Listen, how about me and how about I take Tom and Daryl to go register us for the transfer. Let you guys get yourselves more coherent. Get
Oh.
yourselves packed too.
Yeah.
Yeah, just be mindful of Ma. I think she just passed out on the couch again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She's been hitting her bottles a little harder these days.
Well, I mean, she got my exact thing. She got my exact diagnosis, so.
He nods, understanding, recalling how you described it the last time you brought it up. Well, knowing her, she's probably gonna try. She's probably gonna try to find the smoothest way to get it done. Just keep faith, all right, sis?
I know. I know. I am gonna finish packing for myself and Spencer.
He nods.
Also, I'm packing a couple of books, more as many hats as I own, which is not many. Plan on being uncomfortable during this.
As you're packing, getting yours and Spencer's packs set, as well as Dessa's, or just yours and
If Des
Spencer's.
wants me to get his stuff packed, I can get his stuff packed too. So yeah, I'm gonna just start packing up the Thrussell family.
Lordy. As you're once you get your stuff packed and get yourself set and ready, you do hear your dad come up. Oh, so this trip is just gonna be there and back, right? No super side trips. You're not gonna immediately head to Torino once you get out of here.
I mean, I don't plan on heading to Reno.
Your dad takes a deep breath. Oh, my daughter's getting bigger every day. I was just getting used to you learning to be on your own, walking to school on your own. Now here you are getting ready to go on a long trip, be out of the state.
I mean, if we're smart, we'll go tour some colleges. But I think it's a there and back.
Oh, that would be lovely. Give me a awesome options to help support you wherever you go. Just keep us in the know. Your dad gives you a hug. His usual exasperated, over emotional hugs.
Oh no, I'll hug him, and then you can see from my clothing that my back is going back and forth because it's a good hug. As wolf tail.
Right. I assume this is already known knowledge to your dad after you
No,
came back
he
initially.
has to know. I've walked around the house without hiding it. This is for Tom Relic.
He hugs you. He pats your back every so often without trying to hit your tail. Be safe and be careful. People aren't as friendly out there, okay?
I know.
Just, if anything happens, talk to Mr. Relic and talk to your brother. I'm a bit hesitant about Mr. Blake, but yeah, and definitely stay with Edward. Right. As Cyrus realizes that
It's
you
a
two
long
were not
trip with
alone
my
right now.
boyfriend.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have to go above board for a second. There's one comforting thing about Wilda being with Edward. There's always materials to make condoms.
Lori, that's going into the recording.
I am
first, people.
100% aware.
Not to mention,
Practice safety.
not to mention, he probably knows the chemical codes for both your standard pill and Plan B.
Probably.
Good night, everybody.
Don't worry, guys. We'll be
Homemade
demonetized.
IUD.
No. We're over 30 seconds into it. We're allowed to say it.
No,
Good night, everybody. The AI is gonna demonetize us very, very soon. Not that we were monetized in the first place.
Sorry, we're
It's
making money
okay.
on this. I'm seeing a cut of that shit.
pay out of pocket for this.
Yeah, well, I'll get the 0.03 cents that YouTube's gonna pay out.
Oh, hold on. Let me look at my analytics real quick.
I gave my dad his money back in front of his.
The money does go to her.
Sorry, a part of a YouTube video played.
Oh. Don't worry, we didn't hear anything.
Oh, I know you didn't. The recording absolutely did.
So, yeah, I guess I should just outright apologize now for the slight expediation there. Hiccup, one would say.
It's fine. We were joking there. It was like, oh, yeah, no. I was like, that's the thing. There will never not be materials for condoms. Wilda is safe with Edward.
DM, I think there is actually something Jace would want to pick up, but the person to talk to on that front is Mr. Blake.
Also, I just want to say our last video got 1 view. I'm not worried.
Yeah.
Damn it, we're not beating the algorithm. We gotta try harder.
I am not gonna try to keep up with the algorithm's insane wanton lust to follow some zeitgeist manifested by sheer freaking coincidence.
Right.
I can't.
That's calling and hashtagging.
Using my favorite superpower that Jace has, which is Wealth 4, I would like to procure a shotgun from Dahlia's father.
Oh gosh.
Because I can't reasonably use the turret in an emergency situation, and I feel like Jules would want something that can actually do damage besides just restraining people, especially since he is not bound by the petty qualms of morality that Jace is.
As long as he's got jack of all trades, he can probably do it. I know that.
I'm pretty sure
I
he
mean,
does.
Daryl has
Are we
Darren has
trying
a
to-
ton, so
Are we trying to get legitimate, legal firearm, or are you looking for some more?
He just wants a legal
Practical.
double-barrel shotgun.
it
Alright,
probably
we'll
won't
have
be
to have it
legal
looked up.
unless you're of a certain age.
Faking the identity is not going to be hard.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't mean it'd be legal.
Right, but as
Alright.
far as the government understands, it's not like I'm sawing one off and making it like 17 1/4 inches and we're gonna have a standoff with the ATF or something.
I don't know. We could.
I'm sure I've got enough guns. All I need is more hands.
Well, you've always got to be ready. You know, the ATS stands for Alien Transforming People.
Isn't that ATP and not ATF?
That's what they want you to think.
Terra
You
firma,
see-
baby. Terra firma.
He starts up on a spiel of it, and Dolly just kind of tunes him out because she's already heard this before. And she
Regardless,
says to Puddle, "But seriously, do you want to go to Walmart?"
Jules will
Walmart.
acquire that double barrel shotgun.
You're going to. You're feeding into their hands. First and foremost, that shotgun that you buy from Walmart is not even up to proper code. Not enough
Yeah,
oil
this is
inside
what
the
I
barrels.
Dad,
Triggers set
Dad.
off.
It's for
He wasn't gonna
clothes.
buy it from Walmart. I thought Mr. Blake owned a gun shop.
That's what I was about
No,
to say.
I
We
was
go-
gonna get clothes
Oh,
because Puddle mentioned it'll be cold.
Yeah, it's
You see-
October and we're going up to freaking Michigan.
you see your dad who gets like really colorful for his exuberance. Dial down and pale down. Oh, yeah.
Don't
yeah.
worry, Dad. We know that the guns at Walmart suck butts.
This message was not sponsored by Walmart.
In fairness, I'm the only one I think who needs a spare gun or anything at the moment. My stuff is not calibrated for lethal force.
Right. Okay. Dahlia, you go ahead and head to Walmart with your friends. Be careful. Make sure to come right back. Mr.
Thanks,
Jules,
Dad.
anytime, honey. You take care of yourself. Make sure to get something to eat before you go. Mr. Jules, there's a shop just over in the industrial sector. Meet me there. He hands you like a business card. It's
The Cabela's gun desk.
Jules will take the card and hold it up to the eye that is currently infused with all the nanomachines, kind of just scan it for a moment before going. Got it. I'll head there as soon as I can. And as soon as he is out of eyeshot of Mr. Blake, he's going to call the hoverboard and just fly over.
Rocket skateboard, go.
I'm going to keep calling it a hoverboard. Like, I imagine he does the thing Silver Surfer does where he just sticks a hand out and holds it palm down and the board just flies up next to it.
the hoverboard like ejects out from the usual spot from underneath the shed and hovers over right in the perfect scene where you see Spencer patting the back of the tired taco truck guy who for Spencer, he has gone on to like the third section of his family spiel. The first section being the did I even give you that name yet? I think it was the Richardsons.
Yeah, the Richardsons. Also about to break the DM, so yeah.
But yeah, I will ride my goblin glider / hoverboard over to the industrial sector to purchase firearms.
DM, I think that either that's a persuasion check or a notice check. contested when it comes to buying firearms. Unless, what is the legal age to buy firearms in Arizona and
Rifles.
Regardless of the fact, Jules doesn't technically exist. So him having any ID would technically be his ID, because there's no ID for him to fake. He just doesn't have one.
2002, technically, rifles and shotguns can be purchased at 18. It's handguns you can't get until 21.
I mean, he's not going for a handgun. He wants a double barrel. You
True.
want something you can put over his cybernetic arm and fire.
And I feel like he would. I feel like there will be with the gadgeteer that he is. Immediately, there's just a card that simulates your face and then whatever data you need, whether it's age 21, freaking lives in La La Lane or
Yes,
some crap like that.
Yes, he has the Doctor Who card. The Doctor Who ID card.
I hold up the Men in Black card that tells you no important information and is all bullshit, but looks official. I'm Agent What's-His-Face with this branch of the government. I would like to purchase your finest firearm, please. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, it's kind of that energy where it's like, yeah, this is my ID card. It shows me. I think he could reasonably pass for like 19, so he'll probably say he's 19. It's amazing how you look that much older when you actually have legs to stand on.
Yeah, my other question for you.
By all means, as I'm still trying to finish up the next couple of parts for you.
This is a relatively serious question. So, Spencer looks like he has noodle arms normally, right?
Yes.
Is it like a reverse flex to just like keep all the muscles in? Like to make him look to make him look noodly, like thin, like unassuming. Is that like reverse flexing that Spencer's figured out how to do?
You mean your Uber relaxation? Or
Yeah.
are we talking like you're keeping yourself so taut that you look thin?
It's basically like a gymnast. Like they don't look fit until they need to do like a standing backflip. So here's my question for you. Because Spencer is always calm like a cat or someone like that, is it possible for me to like for a minute to just flex all my muscles at once and see what I look like?
Sure. You know what? I will allow it. I don't no roll. Just give me a couple of seconds to make one judgment call as I finish up this last bit.
Go ahead.
I know this isn't what you meant, Spencer, but for some reason that makes me imagine the bit where someone looks totally normal while they're wearing a suit and then they tear off their shirt and they're jacked to the gills.
Pretty much. It just reminds me of, I don't know why, but in Hunter x Hunter, where Gon turns into an adult for like all of maybe 5 minutes.
Yeah, but he basically killed himself.
Yeah, but Spencer's not doing that here.
Well, yeah, because this
So-
isn't that world.
I
Spencer,
will sacrifice myself for this taco man. No, I'm kidding.
You're here with this taco truck man. You've listened to him go on about the Richardsons who made him destitute by eating him out of house and home and then underpaying with, of all things, fake money since he is still an illegal and still trying to understand the currency of this area. He explains that his wife was the one that helped pull them over here. Then there's the overpass incident that he explained, where a 15-car pileup caused by a series of fast driving kids, including a driverless car, occurred, causing everyone to back
Can you
up.
tell me the name, the description of the vehicle?
Of the driverless car,
Yes.
it looks like a taxi cab.
Go ahead.
taxi cab with a with a weird thing about it. It had eyes where it had like eyes. I'm not sure if it was like uh just like a computer thing. He says as he like draws the silly face that you would see from the taxi cab from Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
I understand.
Would you believe I had set up as an NPC way back when? In
Yes, you
Villainous
did. I know where it is. It's
Villain
pretty
Image.
interesting as a character, but go ahead.
Using villainous examples or villain image or whatever.
Anyways,
Yep,
go
found
ahead
it.
with your spiel.
That incident totaled totaled my first truck. This is the second truck, man. This was originally my mixing truck for the concrete. And speaking of, like, they ended the first first set of repairs down over at the entertainment area. Half that is still rubble, and they switched to a different people. We at least make sure that the concrete's set. But the people who's doing it now, pretty much paper. I just cry. My hard work, the work of my family's gone. Paved with
So,
paper.
DM, as he's saying this, a rather large hand will put itself on his shoulder, just like this isn't like interrupting him, it's just like flavor.
I hear you. So just like as he's crying, big hand, big arm, just like comes over to give him a big hug.
Yep, pretty much. It's just like, oh man, I bring him into a hug. I am like twice as large as I appeared to be originally. And
Let it
it's
out,
just,
buddy. Let it out.
yeah, it's just like, just imagine, if you will, that two giant, like, chiseled arms. Like, it's like you watched, like, a really, really talented sculptor carve Spencer out of clay. Every muscle on his body is perfectly toned. He looks like a Roman sculpture almost, if not a little more exaggerated. And as he holds this slim man, he's going to go, "It's okay. I'm here."
And then next week I gotta go over to a job that they want done within a week. It's gonna be impossible. I'm never gonna sleep. I barely get to see my family. All because of another mansion at the bottom of Grand Canyon.
Hey, Spencer, we're going to Walmart. Do you want to come?
Spencer is going to look over, and before he answers, he's going to DM. He is going to give this man his phone number. The only piece of technology you've ever given me, a cell phone. I still have it. It isn't broken. I'm giving
Yeah.
him my number.
Actually, you know, you say it's not broken. It's probably a Nokia.
It is a Nokia.
It is a Nokia. It's the only reason why I'm able to contact people.
Yeah, it's very much Nokia because of the conceptual identity that Nokias are indestructible. It's the only reason why he has one.
And they fucking are.
Anyways, I give him a slip of paper with my phone number on it. I know how to write numbers. We've talked about this. So I'm going to give him my phone number, and I'm going to go, "If you need help with a job, just call." And he's going to stand up, put a hand on his shoulder, pat it, and then go, "Keep doing your best. I understand it's hard out there, but someday you will see the light at the end of the tunnel."
That light is a train. You're going the wrong way.
No, I don't say that.
Okay.
The Takamet nods. He gets up. I'm sorry about giving you bad tacos. Was not right of me.
Just do better next time. That's all anyone can ask of you.
See. As he gets back into his truck and begins starting it after getting it all set up and breaking it down to where he can drive away.
Who's Russian now? What? What's the comment? Oh,
Yes.
Russian man. Ah, yes, my famous menu item right next to tacos, borscht.
До свидания, mi amigos.
That's the- You could also do pelmeni, blini, beef stroganoff. You know, whatever. You could also do cabbage rolls. Those are pretty easy. Anyways, point is, he drives off. Spencer's going to super speed over to Wilda, and he still looks extremely muscular. And when Wilda looks over, and I'm assuming she does a double take, like, "Oh, Spencer, huh?" And then when she looks back the second time, he's back to normal.
Nah, it's a cat.
Fair enough.
She pets her cat.
Spencer's going to go, I don't know what we're gonna get at Walmart, and I don't know what a Walmart is, but
Well, we need to get snacks for the road. We also
okay.
need to
I
get
want.
warmer clothing.
Why do we need warm clothing? Just flashback to Spencer being in the upper atmosphere.
Well, I need warmer clothing because we're going out to a cold place.
Oh, okay. Well, if we're
And I
gonna get
also,
snacks, we
I
need to
also
get good.
need to hide my ears.
Okay.
Spencer, you can still see the little tufts of her new ears just barely jutting out of her current hat. Which
I gotcha.
what kind of hat are you wearing at the moment?
I
Would it
probably
be like a
own a
beanie?
ball cap. And it's not
So yeah,
comfortable.
it looks proper in the front. As you turn around, he could see your ears, the like slight pinks of your ears, just like wiggling through the nets.
Oh boy. Well, Spencer's going to go, well, if we want snacks, I better save some money because I don't want to put Dad out of his paycheck again. So I'll just get a bag of beef jerky.
We're getting close, Spencer. Don't eat those.
I won't eat clothes, but I still want a bag of beef jerky. As I'm imagining, like, flash forward, it is just like $12.99. I'm not paying that much for a bag of jerky. It's all Spencer asked for. I know, but $12.99 for a bag of jerky? That's like 8 ounces.
Goodness.
Not for another 10 years.
Yeah.
At this point,
Well-
it's like $5 for a bag.
Ah, the good old days
were
when you
you
could buy
guys-
dried cow for like $5.
The bus has come and gone, already picking up Henrietta. And as you guys were you planning on just walking over towards the Walmart?
No,
Or
we have the hand-me-down car. I figured she was gonna drive.
by all means, give me a if everyone is ready to go to this Walmart, go ahead and give me a driving check, and we'll say it takes about an hour to get there, buy the stuff, get Spencer his bag of jerky, and watch him abuse the amounts that should not be in it by multiplying himself.
I'm
Here,
not
let me
going to
get
multiply
my.
myself. I'm just going to enjoy my beef jerky. And
Well-
Lord help me, man, it takes away my beef jerky.
Actually,
Yeah,
it is probably just regular beef jerky. Garlic Spencer probably shouldn't have garlic.
Spencer eats anything.
Oh, I'm aware.
Spencer can adjust anything too, so nothing is actually bad for him.
So it takes an extra half hour, given that you're not used to a clutch.
That's the car that she learned how to drive.
She was raised on a clutch.
All
Yeah.
right, then my
It could
apologies.
be that she's just jittery because she has friends and she's actually driving friends places, and it's like exciting.
Okay. So okay, then we'll flavor that as you're more of just taking your time. So it takes an extra 15-20 minutes. You're also not like exaggeratingly trying to drive past people. You're enjoying the atmosphere. And the drive is uneventful, although you do happen to see some of the previous offenders living some regular lives now. Wilda did duck her head when the 3 mean girls happened to be just standing around at a corner.
Oh
There's
my
also,
god, 3 mean girls?
as I have to flicker back over to the villain group.
I am.
You might want to let Wilda flavor this, GM,
By all means.
given that
Wilda?
this is her.
I'm just waiting for someone to read hashtags and laugh.
All right. I'll read hashtags after your reactions.
Oh, jeez. The hide. They'll take my hat if they see me.
Spencer.
Dahlia says, roll the window up. Just get the handle and roll the window up. It's okay.
Starts to roll the window up. Can't. Not because of the car, but because of something else.
Dahlia
I've got this.
accelerates and cuts a car off and nearly gets in a fender bender just to get you further away from the sidewalk.
Give me another driving roll as you speed off. The mean girls having a bit of a freak out. Go ahead.
Yeah, would like to help her by grabbing a nearby stop sign and using it as a pivot.
No. 15, better than last time.
All right. Were you denying his help?
I'm denying the stop sign part. Please do not damage government property.
Understood. Instead, I will Would you accept a light post?
Spencer,
Would you accept anything stronger than that?
those are all public property.
What would you accept?
You could stick your paws out of the back seat and Flintstones it.
And oh, that would break the car, though. I don't want to do that.
No, just open the back door and then just stick your feet out and run alongside.
You know what's even funnier than that?
What?
Spencer, getting out of the car right as you're about to collide, getting under the car, and basically propping it up on his shoulders as he leaps over the car and does like a full split. like you're doing a kickflip.
Or just like him lifting the car up and then like tiptoeing but fast. Like, I'm very stealthy. This is definitely how a normal car moves.
I love the, oh my god, I've got a picture of this. I'm gonna post it.
Okay.
Car
And
with
heroic
legs.
examples?
Give me a moment. No, but essentially I'm just getting out under the car and carrying it above, like jumping over vehicles, going around obstacles. Does that work, DM?
Yes. Go ahead and give me an let's see, an agility check as you're dashing around all these things after you picked up the vehicle. I'm not gonna challenge your strength because I've already learned my lessons 5 times. I'll test that lesson out later next session.
Can I argue acrobatics because it's an agility score?
You are not doing flips and jumps with my car. No. No
It's
flips.
balance.
No,
hold on.
sweet flips.
Acrobatics is maneuvering, tumbling, and balancing.
No tumbling with my car either.
I'm the one under the car.
No.
Okay, agility it is. Because Dahlia wills it.
Yes.
In the meantime,
Okay, I'm using a Benny on that.
Of course you
the
are.
first Benny. In the meantime, let me go down the hashtag line to catch us up. Hashtag who wants a water tower? Hashtag ice ball. Hashtag hammer home. Hashtag animaniacs homeless. Oh, that hits home too well. Hashtag kidnap this. Kidnap this taco truck. Hashtag kidnap this taco truck. Hashtag we should be on the road already. Yes, you're right. Hashtag we should. Hashtag DM. This is not how you make street tacos. Do not tell me how to make street tacos. Hashtag DM still hasn't given me this info. I'm working on it. Hashtag wonton list. Damn it, I want wontons now. Anyone else? Anyone else? No?
Sure. I'll
Just
take
me?
it.
All
No,
right, Spencer. You're always hungry, aren't you? Because cat scritches. Hashtag DM is insane. I am. Hashtag therapy cat. Hashtag I guess they need to get money somehow. Hashtag work. Hashtag y'all could have just leaned, but no. Hashtag cat lift instead. Hashtag borscht empanadas.
Empanadas.
Empanadas. Thank you. I'm sorry. I forget the nya. I forget the nya.
There you go. That night. Now you're
It's
like.
not in yeah. At least not in Texas.
Empanadas are not nya. Have no enyas.
Yeah, it's just
Oh,
empanadas.
that's my mistake. I'm just stupid.
No, you're Spencer. You're supposed to go nya. You're the cat.
Yeah.
Duh.
Take that.
Duh.
Fucking
Anyways.
lost my track. What was that roll again?
That was a 19, and I'd like to use the Benny to flavor this.
By all means, as you lift, get underneath the car, grab it by the base, and trying to avoid the spinning axle as it's still like doing car stuff. Driving on the road,
The
lifting it
axle
up.
is not spinning.
So
Do not
what were you
spin
trying-
the axle.
So what were you trying to avoid there, Dahlia?
She was trying to like cut off another car and like move a lane over and basically speed off away from the mean girls.
Understood. Spencer, almost immediately, sensing that you want to get away from these mean girls, especially Wilda, will grab the safety the safety handle on the top right near the window, duck out of the window, and in one fluid motion get under the car and pick it up, not by the axles, but by some rather firm handholds he can find. Using these handholds, he grips them tight and basically side jumps to the other lane, cutting off the car immediately. And as he does so, he increases his speed, I'd say about 10 to 20 miles an hour, so we're going a little bit faster than normal. We brake just before a yellow light turns red, and then at the other side, he sets the car down and leaps back into the window by basically pole vaulting himself off of the road
Okay.
and right back into the seat.
I want to say for flavoring, like you land like less than a minute away from the Walmarts of this town.
Yeah, not pole vault. Let me change that. It'll probably be vaulting, using his hands to spring off the ground and then feet first straight through the window past Wilda and right in between. No, probably on the other side of Transient, so they can sit together.
Now, just as a reminder to the to those who have been paying attention, this is not the same supermarket that has been attacked by the cult of Salamandus. No, this is an actual regular Walmart about 2 streets away from that.
And 2 streets
Yeah.
away from that, the IKEA that's infinite.
Don't give me ideas. Don't. I will. I will.
This is why we don't go to IKEA. We need clothes.
I know. I'm just making a joke.
Once more,
I don't think there's any IKEAs in Nevada.
I don't.
I mean, not anymore, at least. I'm sure after whatever we'll eventually do to it, they'll pack up and not come back to the state.
I mean, you guys are heading out of state, so unfortunately, they're not safe either way.
The poor bastards thought they could run from us.
So yeah. Spencer, what do you want for entertainment? It's like a week.
He's thinking really hard, and I have to give you an in-character answer that would make sense.
Yep.
A comic book.
A comic book will last you a week?
No, I mean, we could buy a few.
Okay.
So you start picking up your series, a variety of comic books, Spider-Man.
Do they have comic books at Walmart?
I
Yes.
don't.
There is. It's a very niche section. It's right next to the freaking Hallmark cards, the assortment of birthday cards, Christmas cards, get well soon, you're a father, you're a mother, you're a problem.
DM, I would also like to pick up one more item.
Yes, while you're staring at the rest of the comic book and magazine stuff.
I would like. So this is 2002, right? I just want to be clear on
Yes.
this.
Yes,
And
but we are steadily approaching 2003.
And we're at a Walmart in the middle of Nevada.
Yeah.
So, is there a magazine or like a book that you'd find in a pharmacy at the front that's very clearly a romance novel that no one but a middle-aged woman who is very lonely would read?
Oh my
God.
Yes, because it's Walmart.
Of course there is.
Real quick,
There's
y'all
at
are
least
ridiculous.
there's at least a good dozen Fabio-esque men staring back at you, all in different poses, all with different women, all with different hair colors and different shades of skin tones, but all that same chiseled chin, wide body
No,
array.
they're all white with blonde hair. You know it.
Okay,
Or-
yeah, you caught me. All Poland. That is correctly Poland, man from Poland. That is Fabio. That will always be Fabio. Fabio staring back at you from all 7 directions. Thankfully, not the 8th. It'd be weird looking down and seeing Fabio. That's where you have the comic. So Spider-Man's looking at you.
So I love the idea even more that Spencer, you can see Spencer's finger on like the TV screen moving across the novels. They're all the same novel. He stops at one novel that's slightly different. It's a misprint. The guy has like black hair instead of blonde, and he's like, this is the one.
That or a kid vandalized it when his mom wasn't looking.
It's just a vandalized copy.
I'm gonna pick up the Dark Materials series because the last book came out in 2000.
I don't know what that is.
It's okay. Just
You're just never gonna tell me and lord it over me, aren't you?
Do it.
I'll send
Go
a
to the
link.
library.
It's what you guys do. You just hoard information and go, I'm not gonna tell you.
You'll deal with it just fine.
And then when I ask questions, you're dumbfounded why I don't know things.
So you all pick up your books. You pick up your questionable reading materials to get you past through the time of the drive. You get your clothing prepped and ready, as well as some subsidiary snacks. Doesn't take you too long. There's no real hassle. A couple of people that look familiar give you a hi. You see Sammy on the other side, currently stuck inside the refrigerator section of the aisle. He looks like he's trying to ask for help, but no one exactly is giving him the time of attention. Um, Spencer, as you normally go up to help a person, you see one of the workers come up, open it, and then start stuffing ice cream around him,
Oh gosh.
which catches your attention and go back over to Spencer, go back over to Wilda. Ice cream now on the mind.
That's great. However, what emotions am I getting from him?
I'm cold. A little help here.
Okay, that's great.
Sad.
So Spencer is going to help him. I don't know why you're flavoring it otherwise.
Because his unluckiness really does also throw you off, because there's ice cream and the ice cream just is more eye-catching for some reason.
That's great, but I'm helping him.
All right, fine. Will save.
Will save. Okay, fine. I'll take off one of my bennies first because I used a benny. All right. That's a 14, DM.
You extend your hand to go reach towards Sammy. Sammy looks up and smiles. But then the stalker holds up orange creamsicle, or yeah, a box of orange creamsicles. And your paw just catches that first.
I would like to make another will save, please.
Now I'll give it to you. As soon as you grab it, you do lean down enough to let him grab your wrist so you can pull him out. Go ahead and give me a strength check. He's in
Oh.
deep.
So you didn't learn from your lessons, like you said.
I did say probably test it out later.
19.
There is a sturdy wine as the refrigerator almost tips along with you and Sammy, but you're able to pull Sammy out, so it leans back and does that little bit of wobble as it makes everybody question if it's going to like tilt fully and take down the entirety of the aisle. But it stops. Sammy looks over. Thank you. I've been in there for since 7.
Spencer is going to give him a big warm hug, and then he's going to he's going to guide him over to, like, I would say the massage chair that also heats itself section and sit him down on there.
When was the last time you went to a Walmart, Spencer?
I was about to say.
When was the last time you went to Walmart, Spencer?
It's been a while.
There are no massage chairs at Walmart.
Fine. Spencer takes him outside and puts him on the curb.
That's a lie.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I'm just like, why are you questioning me? I saw it.
Listen, I rolled. You're lucky. This is a Walmart Supercenter, so you do find
2002 we don't have them.
Ooh.
2002 Walmarts don't have them. The only reason why we've had them recently is because of the online grocery pickup stuff.
Poor bastards. So you find the furniture section. You find a really fuzzy chair to sit him in.
Fair enough. I'll take it. And I sit him down in it.
So warm. Thank you.
Like any good campaign, you must go to Walmart.
At least I'm hitting a story beat that's familiar with every DM or GM. Can't avoid the Walmart trips, can I? So as you guys finish up.
Yeah, no. I was gonna say no. We're done. We'll go back.
As you find Sammy, say Sammy.
No dress up montage.
Yes, another montage.
Some upbeat pop song plays as Puddle and Dead Girl try on various winter-ish outfits.
The boys just standing at the sidelines. I'm sure your reactions are pretty much the standard.
The boys didn't go with them.
Did they?
Nope, just Spencer. So Spencer is filling in for all the boys.
All right, Spencer. Reactions for each costume change. Go.
Reactions for each costume? What?
For each clothing change. Yeah, no, the boy, Edward, i.e., he transient is in the middle of packing everybody's bug out bags, while Jules is out with Mr. Blake buying a shotgun.
Okay.
Right, so gotta go back over there real quick.
So who's changing outfits?
Puddle and Dahlia.
Okay. Spencer's gonna go, 2 red. Too green. That one's pretty good, but the hat is a little silly. No, that one. That one's good.
Spencer, I haven't started changing yet.
He's looking in the mirror.
Spencer, can you find me a good hat to cover the,
Spencer nods and proceeds to look for a hat.
For the long beanie.
I find a beanie, and I come back over and slip it over her head. Not her entire head, just her ears and her hair a little bit, like a beanie is supposed to.
So instead of a beanie, one with a toque.
What?
Yeah, I didn't hear it either.
So instead of a beanie, one with a toque.
Sure.
A toque. Damn it! This GM is not the most fashion savvy. Remind me, what's a toque? Is it the little bottom flap that's supposed to go outwards?
Let me search up a proper picture of one, and I'll send it to you guys. You're fine.
It's a hat.
Yeah, all I'm thinking about is
type of
took as in
hat.
like, you fool of a took. Like
Here,
from the
I'll
Lord of the
show you
Rings.
what it's
Arrogant toque.
basically a beanie.
What was that, Spence?
It's basically a beanie.
It's basically a beanie, but it's Canadian.
Yes,
Oh.
but it's Canadian.
It's got a freaking Q in it.
Yes, I know.
I can't help but hear talk and not think of nowadays music. You have to forgive me.
There you go. That's probably close to what it is.
This thing.
Yeah.
Wow, that's. I think the one Spencer picked seems more Spencerish to pick because it's got strings on it.
Probably.
I can play with them for hours.
That's looks a little form fitting for hiding the ears. I was thinking kind of like in Dahlia's head, it was going to be like this. Long beanie.
Yeah, like that. Also, how many bullets did Jules buy?
He would probably buy. I'd say he'd buy around. If they fire in sets of 2. I'd assume they come in boxes of 12. DM.
I believe standard would be.
Are you talking about shotgun ammo?
Yes.
Standard round amount is.
Depends on the gauge.
Yeah, usually it's around 20 to 25 per box.
25 seems weird for a shotgun.
Well, like he said, it depends on gauge size. Because a
think
lot
that's
of,
that
if you're going for a proper semi-automatic shotgun, most of them are 5-round mags.
12 gauge, just 12 gauge for what I'm looking at.
So probably a 20. I want to say a 20-round for that one. It's been so long since I bought shotgun ammo, so.
In that case,
Not
he
even-
would probably buy. Yeah, he'd reasonably buy 5 boxes for 100 shells.
I'll have them react a bit more appropriate.
Okay, we make it back. We start packing up the car with our new shit.
As the military guy who did nothing but ammunition, fuel, and food, I'm going to stay quiet about this.
Oh, please. Because this is civilian, not military.
Even though we have a
Any idea the amount of
military
civilian
Humvee.
ammunition the military buys?
Yeah, but you guys buy them in bulk.
Guessing
Talking
you're
like
wrong.
we're talking about tens of thousands of rounds, not just.
We're hoping to fight cryptids.
And we have a guy who creates infinite bullets at like in like 1 6-second round. So
If it's 30 feet of volume, yep.
you know, it'd be even more concerning than buying a lot of ammo. Just trying to buy one casing.
Mare? Buying only 5 boxes is not concerning at all. We're in October, it's dove season.
It's more like it would seem like he's preparing for the season to hunt, basically, I'd assume.
Yeah, it's dove season. It is not unusual to buy that many boxes, especially at the beginning of a hunting season. In fact, I'm surprised Cabela's has any ammunition left at this point.
Oh, don't worry, Darren always
It's
keeps
2002 before the
a
great
supply.
shortages of COVID.
It's true.
Chief, when was the last time you went hunting?
I went hunting all the time.
In 2002? Yeah, but you were up in Alaska.
This
There's a
is
big
besides the point.
There's a big difference between the middle of a blue state and the middle of Alaska.
Hey, I was telling you my experiences. I didn't specify where.
It's okay. We're just gonna get our shit, pack up, and probably go because we got 18 minutes before game has to end.
Oh, that definitely. As you guys do recon with each other, finishing up your shopping, the drive back wasn't too problematic, thankfully, with the Spencer additional booster being a standby.
I think we might need to actually, invest in putting a hole in the bottom of this car.
Invest. You make it sound like he hasn't already prepared for that.
In the bottom of Dahlia's car.
No.
Oh, okay.
No. It's my first car, guys. Don't be
Listen,
assholes.
No,
I'm
we're
just
not
saying,
being
it is
assholes.
your first car, but it could be the Batmobile if you just let Jace have a crack at it.
I already miss Rocking Prime.
It was fun listening in, guys. I'm gonna dip.
Okay, bye.
Later.
Right.
Some good rest, my dude.
In fairness, Rockin' Prime will be back. It's just Rockin' Prime shuts off whenever I switch to the other one.
Yeah, I
Players
guess
not
that's
here.
fair. Jules has to sleep sometime.
Yeah, they trade off. While one of them is active, the other one is sleeping. They do 12-hour shifts.
Well, it's gonna be great. Jace wakes up in the middle of the night inside the Humvee. Everyone else is passed out. Agent James is currently offline. There's some random stranger he barely knows through small relations as Relic in front of him. The only other person he knows that's associated with Himmel.
I mean, in fairness, he is aware, because he was still Jules when they talked about bringing Relic on board. Like, This is information he knows about. He voluntarily switched for this one.
Alright. So
He
then,
figured that Jules would be the better person to talk to Mr. Blake.
it only becomes awkward as everyone else is asleep, but you switched from Jules to Jace and begin grilling Relic about Himmel's latest actions.
I think in Jace's case, it would be more of they alternate at like maybe it's Jules works mornings. No, sorry, Jace works mornings and Jules works evenings. So one of them does noon to midnight, and the other one does midnight to noon.
I can see
Regardless, once he gets that Throger coach, he is going to go back to the base, and he is going to whip up an attachment for it, DM.
Oh gosh.
Specifically, he wants to work up a attachment that will allow him to fire mini grenades. Because for some reason, in Hero Lab, you cannot get regular sized grenades, exclusively mini grenades. And
Oh God, you're building them. You're literally building a bolter out of a shotgun.
I wasn't planning to make it a bolter. The idea was I have a mini launcher on the bottom, and I have it switch between one of 3 rounds. Obviously, there's the micro explosives. Then the other 2 are flashbangs and riot gas, or rather tear gas.
I mean, yeah, you could do that. It just really saddens me when in consideration with how zany you can go in your crafting, and we're just settling on a mini grenade launcher, when you in fact could make like a homing missile system on your shotgun.
I've got that built into the shoulders of my exosuit. I don't need it. I've got that. I need something practical that I can use in a situation where someone's like, is he not going to be like, is he fucking Iron Man? How's he doing that? If it's just a modified shotgun, it's like, okay, that's a reasonable thing a person could have. But if I suddenly take a knee and start shooting rockets out of my shoulders, people are going to ask questions.
I mean, fair. All right. Touche.
To be fair, Delia already has the guns covered. She's got the assault rifle, a sniper rifle, a heavy pistol. Like,
yeah,
she got you covered.
Yeah, the shotgun is more so that he has a ranged option that can do damage, and then he's going into the trick stuff where he's got explosives, so he's got a little AoE. He's got gas grenades so that he can provide crowd control, and he's got flashbangs for extra crowd control.
I like.
He's not trying to go all the way into guns where it's like, I'm the gun person, and more of, I'm going to have all the trick gadgets, like Arrow with his fucking boxing glove arrows.
Alright, Hawkeye.
Listen, you say that now, but when we get into our first combat with Bigfoot and I hit him square in the jaw with tear gas, you're going to change your mind.
If you encounter Bigfoot, you know that it's not going to be you or Dahlia who takes him down. It's going to be Derek.
It's just Jules and Dahlia on either side providing covering fire as he takes out a Bowie knife and goes in to go one-on-one with Bigfoot.
Bowie knife is between his teeth. He just takes Bigfoot on with his bare hands.
The Bowie knife so he can collect the skin when he's done, so he has
Yeah.
proof.
He straps it to the hood of his car.
I feel like I'm gonna have to not only do more research on cryptids, but make a couple of cryptids that have their society end today or end this year.
Which one it was, but there was a blue state where one of the cities made a law where it was basically, if Bigfoot exists, he is classified as an endangered species and you can't hunt him.
Well,
You
there
know,
do.
this is a great time to, to realize that camera phones don't exist.
Let me
I
go
assume
find
Darren
the
has a
answer.
camera.
Let me find the anti-Bigfoot hunting law.
It's important, Kage.
Okay. The Skamania County in Washington State has labeled itself a Bigfoot refuge. If you kill a Bigfoot, you will, of course, become internationally famous, but it also means you will be fined $10,000 and likely have to do jail time for your efforts. It is known as the Bigfoot Ordinance.
I mean, if you're gonna become famous because you killed Bigfoot, $10,000 is just a drop in the hat.
It's the jail time that's the kicker, but
Yeah.
I love the idea of Darren standing on one side of the county line, staring down Bigfoot. He's just inside the county, like, you win this round, bastard.
Son of a bitch. You knew I love my daughter more than I want to take you down. But know this, Sasquatch. The second you leave these county lines, you're mine.
The day will come, Bigfoot. The day will come.
Oh lordy. So as before we lose ourselves completely, we wind back down. The Spencer sets the vehicle back down into the parking area of your front lawn, Dahlia. When the group reconvenes, they do see the Humvee pull up with with Relic, Des, Darren having taken his vehicle in order to go sell the Stroger coach, comes back. No, has already came back, but waves at the third individual that pops out of the vehicle. The third individual being Mr. Swelter himself. Hey, gang! Want you all to know to get a good meeting. This is Mr. Arthur Swelter.
Wilda's hiding behind the tallest person.
Spencer.
Pleasure to meet you.
It's good to meet you all too. Thank you. I want to thank your family members so much for being willing to take up the job. I do hope that's not too much trouble asking them to come out. I just wanted to get to see what all they'll be, what vehicle they'll be taking, and what all is going with. I just want to sign certain documents and make sure everything's all insured. Once we get you, get your family members into our security team for this round.
As for the vehicle, he will walk over and use his cybernetic arm to slap the hood of the Humvee.
All right, that's a fine butte. Where's the license plate?
He will turn it around, show you the license plate. Obviously, it's fake and falsely put in the system, but he doesn't need to know that. In fairness, while it is a fake license plate, he does have a real tag on it, so it's up to code there. Like, it's appropriately tagged for the month and everything. Sorry, the year and everything, sorry.
I like that. It's like, all right. So, good mileage. All right. Got that noted. Got that. Hey, what'd you buy this? What's the bit number on this one? Oh, I like that little limerick there. That's nice.
Yeah, you'd be surprised what you can get out in California and all those old military surplus places. They just leave that shit laying around, and if you've got the know-how, you can fix it up real good.
All right, everything's looking properly legal. This is going to help with the insurance. You guys, just to make sure you guys are already prepared. It is going to be cold up there. Weather is showing that once you get into Michigan, it's going to drop and be completely dreary. We're looking at. Let me double check the weather casting of 2002.
Fucking
The
cold.
answer to your question is cold. Cold with a chance of snow. That is the answer. Moving on. We're going to, like, what was it, Wisconsin or something?
Michigan. The place that they have is Hell, Michigan.
My correction then. Wet and cold. Potentially snow. Wet and
Definitely.
cold with a side of mosquitoes.
We're definitely looking at an average of like 45 somewhere between the September-October shift. It will be wet. It will be cold. You might have hail. You might have snow. Just be careful. Also noting the tires.
Things rated for a hell of a lot more than hail.
Right, and I do believe I should tell you about the next part, is what you may be encountering. I don't believe in horror stories, but every security team we've had so far has given a different creature as of late for the past few months, and it's disturbing. Between sighting of Sasquatch and then the truck being taken. The Jersey Devil ruining the roads, and that's when our vehicle gets attacked.
As he's saying all this, Jules is just making eye contact with Darren.
Darren's not even gonna look at you. He is like, he's got a look of determination. He's not even reaching for his gun. His arms are relaxed at his side, but you can tell at any moment he could leap forward and tear apart some cryptid if it threatened his child.
Oh, sure, because I could have sworn Darren would also strike me as the one person to pull out the pen and paper just to keep notes for this particular subject.
Oh no, he has everything in a steel trap at his mind. He's not taking a moment to take his eyes off in case the face communicates more than his words.
I think at the very least, Jules would take notes of where on the journey these particular attacks happened.
Yeah, he's taking notes. He's got the well-informed advantage as well as a favored foe cryptids, so any check regarding cryptids. That's right, I thought ahead. So he will know.
Cryptids, favored foe aliens, favored foe feds.
Seriously, I'm proud of him. I like his sheet.
Lordy.
He has a +10 to cryptid knowledge expertise.
Oh my god.
I love it.
All right.
Why can't I find a proper map? Each map I go to keeps telling me, you gotta be part of this little thing here. Tell you what, we'll give you the breakdown where each and every one of those creatures has been sighted next time. In 2 weeks. Thank you again for joining us here at Session. We hope you all had a fun time, and we do hope to see you again in 2 weeks from now in February. Don't tell me it lands on Valentine's Day. It doesn't land on Valentine's Day, does it?
No.
All right, cool.
2 weeks from today is the 5th. And then the 19th. We're good for Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is on a fucking Friday, though.
I also think you should know one of Darren's powers is Tin Hat, making him impervious to will effects.
What?
Yep, right there.
He can't be brainwashed because he's got a tin hat protecting him.
Oh my god.
At all times. He's got it
Yes.
in his cap.
Yeah,
Yep,
you
save
got
it
to
through.
make sure to have it lined.
Yes. Can't do shit. I can't do shit mentally on him. Son of a bitch.
Yeah,
see,
you
back in
try
the
to play
day,
your mind
when
game,
he
and he sees straight through you. As I said in the hashtags, humans tell ghost stories. Ghosts tell Darren Blake stories.
Listen,
Darren,
back
don't you
in the
feel bad
day-
for being a man who has shot so many monsters dead? Monsters, ghosts, and you're gonna be the next thing I shoot at.
Back in the day, there was an incident where he got run off the road by a hodag and cracked his skull. When they put his skull back together, he insisted they make the plate out of tin instead of iron.
They gave me the option to pick what type of metal plate to put in. I insisted tin. They looked at me insane. Well, they weren't laughing when I broke out of their psychic hole to try to make me pay $10,000 for the project.
And
Gosh,
as a closing
every
out
time we
for this
shatter their leg,
episode,
$10,000 is cheap as hell.
and as a closing out for
See,
this
I asked for an
episode, we'll finish
itemized
off
bill,
with
and they
the-
stopped asking questions.
folks, we got transient. One more.
Oh, we just have some hashtags to read out.
Ah, shite. Let's see. Hashtag cat fashion. Hashtag cat shown police. Hashtag who gave the cat controller fashion advice? Oh god, who did? Hashtag what if transients eats the moss man's soul? How do you know that was on the list?
You mentioned him.
Yeah.
Hashtag Chuck Norris is afraid of Durham Blake. That's gonna be an argument put me into so many questionable things to read that out loud. Thanks. I expect to be dead in less than a week now. Hashtag humans tell ghost stories. I know I'll be one of them. Hashtag ghost stories tell Darren Blake stories. Hashtag I'll be one of them.
Alright, well, night, guys. That was fun.
Night.
Good
Bye.
night.
Get some
Bye.
good rest. Glad you're able to enjoy the slight hackney there.
I turn off recording.
You let me add in the hackney?
Yes.
You heard me.